Okay, yay. I know, I want to do my own closer. Let me swirl a little bit more. Hey everyone, welcome to a new vlog. If you're new here, I'm in Miami for a nose job and I documented my whole process last week. So go check up on my previous vlog to watch that and get more information, see what I looked like before and all that. Today is reveal day, which I'm so excited about because I need to get this cast off. I actually had a dream last night that my cast had fallen off, and when I woke up, my cast was on my nose. So maybe I manifested that, or I'm just intuitive it falling off. So I quickly had my mom, she was nice enough to tape it back on my face just so I can get the full reveal and big picture when I'm in the doctor's office for a more formal moment. I'm glad I'll get the official reveal in a few. I woke up today at 7 a.m. at the crack of dawn because of my mom, but that's also because I'm an alarm snoozer. I have my alarm going from 6:30 to 8 every day in 15-minute increments just to gradually wake myself up, which I'm sure is helpful for the person who has to sleep in the same room as me, or if we have some thin walls. So I appreciate my mom for putting up with that. But it's now around 8 a.m. after my brutal wake up, and we're going to get some coffee and then get our day started. I'll check back in with you when I'm at the doctor's office or going there to get the cast removed, and we'll film my reveal. Are you excited?
Yes, I am.
I know, I'm so excited. And just a disclaimer, I'm gonna put it out there now. I'm still swollen. The process, if you're familiar with nose jobs, takes about a year, or if not longer, for swelling to go away, for everything to completely heal. So I'm sure whatever it looks like now will continue to evolve. But nonetheless, I'm just excited to see what my face looks like. Anything you want to add?
It's been a wonderful process.
You're not in frame.
Okay. Do I have to be?
Sure, you can talk.
It's been an interesting process, a little bit more involved than I thought it would be, but after day 2, it really has pretty much been smooth sailing, and most of all, I just hope that when he takes that cast off, you're happy.
Thanks. I appreciate the sentiment, and I agree with all
I thought you were
that.
beautiful anyway, but
Thanks.
I'm happy for you.
Thank you. So I'll give the rundown and we'll put everything on camera so you can see for yourself. I got this text message and clicked on the link. And look, happy nose reveal day from Savannah and Samantha. And they got me some donuts from the Salty Donut, which is a place I've been dying to try, actually. It's near the surgeon's office, so I was going to actually ask if we could make a stop, but now it's coming to me. Thanks, guys. The donuts have arrived. Donut reveal. Oh, I'm already breaking this box up.
Oh my gosh.
Let's look at the flavors. There's a flavor list somewhere.
What are they? Because they all look delicious. Ooh, I want a bite of each.
And I'm back. So it's been about 4 months since I last filmed and since you saw that footage. So it's been a minute. I'm back in New York in the apartment. And I felt like I needed time to let everything settle in and get used to my face. So now I'm ready to talk. First, let me just show you the new nose. Let me put some pictures of myself before. This is me now, so let me look at the front. A side angle and another side view. First, let's tackle the obvious. What was my first impression of the nose? Yeah, didn't like it. I was really excited to see what would change, if it would change, because everyone always says swelling goes away, it takes some time. But at the time being, I did not like it in the slightest. I felt like it was too drastic of a change and I just wasn't a fan. That led me to my mental breakdown, where I ended up staying up late, contemplating what I've done, and posted on Reddit in this post. Desperate for advice and help from a plastic surgery forum that I had recently found after my research post-op. So should have maybe found it beforehand, but that's besides the point, too late now. After reading the comments and just talking to my surgeon, I realized I need to just give it some time and let everything settle in. And that might just be me getting used to my face. Because if you are interested in getting a nose job, people always say it's an emotional process and you won't recognize yourself, and that could be very jarring for people. And I do want to kind of counter that. Not that I don't think it's not an emotional process. I'm sure it is. It was for me. But I kind of feel like if I got the results that I wanted, or if I was so obsessed, I wouldn't have a problem. Like, I obviously have to get used to my face, but I wouldn't be as emotionally charged about it because I like what I see. Like, I was more comfortable with the tape on because I liked aspects of the nose, but didn't like a lot of others. But let's talk how I feel about it now. And now that it's been 4 months, I have seen some subtle changes, but ultimately I do think there's still some alterations I would want to make. And I don't want to air out exactly what changes I would make online here because that might also change, even though I don't think so. I just feel like it might be best not to put it on the internet. But you can follow along with me and see for yourself in a year because I will be vlogging then. Shameless plug. But I do think this process has taught me a lot, and I do want to put some things out there. I genuinely do not care about other people's opinions when it comes to my appearance. Obviously, I think everyone cares about other people's opinions to some extent. Like, you want people to think you're a good person. You know what I mean. But when it comes to my appearance, I truly feel like my own opinion is the only one I put a lot of weight to and assign a lot of weight to. Like, everyone wants people to think they look good. But beauty really is subjective because I've gotten comments like, no, you should leave this, or it looks great, or even the inverse. I got a comment on TikTok saying, you look better before. I'm like, well, too late. Like, comments don't bother me. It's just my own opinion. And so when there's something I want to change and something I want to look a certain way, I'm going to do it regardless of what anyone else says. Even when it comes to something as simple as my hair. I know this hairstyle that my parents love on me, and I will never be getting because I don't like it. So that's just something I've learned about myself. And I think if you are going to get a nose job or get surgery in general, you do have to be self-assured in that way. It's recommended just so you can be a little more comfortable going through it and dealing with any hurdles that might come your way, even though I hope they don't. And along the similar lines, I also want to address that in the last video. I think I misspoke a little bit saying, if you want to be more confident or you feel like something will make you more confident, like, go ahead and do that. Obviously, confidence comes from within, and let's not act like your appearance doesn't play a part in your confidence, even though they should ideally be separate, but let's be so for real. However, I will say that getting surgery, I don't think it's made me any more confident. I don't think it's made me any less confident. It's just kept it the same. So take that as you will. But I have heard some people say getting surgery has helped them in their confidence, but I just don't want to act as if confidence doesn't come from within, because it does. Just putting that out there in case anyone got the wrong message. And my last statement is, I know I said I'll be getting a revision, so that means getting surgery again. And I don't want to act like I'm flippant about that. Getting surgery is a major thing, and getting anesthesia going under, there's always risks associated. So if you can minimize those, you definitely should. However, I'm sure I'll make it through. I'll be fine. I guess I'll end this video with just some final tips. I made a whole TikTok about this, but I'll put it on here too. I think a lot of the videos I see about getting a rhinoplasty tell you about, like, oh, you can't pick your nose or the healing process. And I think the surgeon does a good job of giving you that information, and there's so many resources for that. But it's the aftermath or handling things and preparing that I see less about. So when it comes to prep, I'm gonna be specific about using Real Self. I didn't know what that website was. The app I have finally familiarized myself with. It's very glitchy, but it gets the job done. And the reason I say you should definitely use Real Self is because it shows you doctors' images that the doctor didn't post, but that real customers have posted online. And I know that sounds so obvious. Like, I would go on TikTok and Instagram looking for results, but no one's tagging their doctor. I mean, some people are, but most people aren't tagging their doctor in their Instagram selfies. So if you want a real, authentic review and opinion, Real Self gives you that. So highly recommend that website. Wish I found it sooner, but everyone listen. Listen to me in that. Second piece of advice is, I said this before on the TikTok, but make sure you get 3D imaging if you can. Not a lot of doctors offer it, but if they do, that's such a huge asset, because I think if I had been able to see myself in 3D rather than just is it two-dimensional of like a regular photo and the projections that they show you, it'll show you something a little more authentic and realistic, not authentic, realistic to what you're getting. And I think that's so powerful. So if you can get that, highly recommend. Another tip I want to share is, I think people are always saying swelling makes a huge difference, wait for swelling. And I just want to caveat that and say it is very much a case by case basis. Sometimes swelling really transforms your nose. Otherwise, it ends up looking the same. But I feel like structurally, your nose is going to end up looking the same. So if there's something you don't like structurally, feel free to critique it. At least in my opinion, I think that's how it works. I'm no doctor. I'm just a girl who got a nose job 4 months ago. So what do I know? Ultimately, I think the last question I've been asked is, do I regret it? And my answer is absolutely not. I have no regrets, because I'm a person who, if I set my mind to something and I want to do it, I have to do it, or else I feel like the question of what if would literally eat me alive. I would be wondering what I would look like, and now I know. So I do not have any regrets with the surgery. Again, not saying surgery is super casual. If you think you're on a whim, oh, what would I look like with a boob job? Go get it done. I'm just saying that for me, I just have no regrets on getting the surgery and procedure done, because I needed to see it and I thought about it too much. And if I'm putting that much thought and effort and intentionality into it, I'm gonna get it done. Otherwise, I would live my life with regrets, which would pay me. Sounds dramatic, but it literally would pay me. So that's the end of this video and the end of this nose job series, at least for now. When I get the revision, I'll film that, or whatever alteration I do will obviously be put in the vlogs. But now we're getting back to our regularly scheduled content. It'll be vlogs about living in New York, vlogs with my sisters going out, advice and tips, trips, style, and everything in between. So please like and subscribe. Obviously, I have to plug that. Like the channel, listen to our podcast, Third Party. I'll have everything linked below. Follow me. We're just putting out content left and right. We have so much to show. Make sure you catch up on my sister's videos on this channel, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.